Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're looking at code.org lesson 6 random numbers, and we're taking a look at the different practice activities that we have in here and just giving you some hints on how to fix those and change things. So in this particular activity, if we hit run, we see that these blocks are out of order here, and what they really would like to have you do is have them be all in the same. So it says Isaac wrote a program that created 3 rectangles in the same position using a variable x position. You can see we did this right here. And he tried to update this code to have the rectangles still appear together but in a random position. But his code doesn't work. Instead, each rectangle appears at a different position. And can we fix the code? Yeah, we can fix the code. Alright, so basically what we want to do here is, it says read the code and run the program a few times to understand how it works, and update the code so the rectangles appear stacked at random x positions. Okay, so we do want this every time it loads to kind of do different positions along the x-axis, but we want them to stay together and stacked up one on top of the other. So notice what we have right here is we have the x position at 100, and that works great. However, we're really not using this at this point. What we're end up doing is we're doing a random number at the x position 0 to 150 for this one and this one and this one. Each time these rectangles are loading, each one of these random numbers is picking a different number. So this one could potentially pick 50, this one could pick 75, and this one could pick 100. And that is going to create where they're not at the correct position. The better way to do this, if you want them to always stay at the same location, is to put the random number within the x position and then have the variable placed in each one of these. So when the random number is run here, it will pick a number and it will apply it to all 3 of these. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to make that be consistent, so that we really only want one random number generator and then apply that to all 3 so that they're all consistent on the same x position. Where they're all 3 at different x positions. Though the easiest fix to that is to drag this up here. We'll get rid of this one and get rid of this one. And what we want to do is we want to have the x position placed here. The x position placed here. And notice, be very careful with your spelling here. Usually when you make variables, you want to have them where the very first letter is lowercase, and if you happen to put a variable has 2 different words as part of that, in this case x and then position, you want to have the second one be capitalized. It separates them out a little bit, just makes them look a little easier to pick out. But variables are case sensitive, so you want to be careful with this. If I type this one as this way, it's going to give me an error and it's not going to load. So I want to make sure that that is capitalized correctly. Oh, and I actually forgot a letter there as well. So we want to make sure that these are the correct spelling. The one nice thing about code.org is it will spell check this for you and give you an error. So it does it automatically. It tells you, hey, this x position has not been declared yet. Notice the spelling. So it's looking for something that is not available up here. So we just want to make sure we spell that correctly, and then that'll go away. And now, because we have the random number between 0 and 150, and we can keep those, it's going to randomly pick a number. Might be 50, might be 56, 75, 80, whatever that is. And it's going to take that number and then apply it to these. So it will keep the same x position. So let's go and take a look. And notice how it just kind of moves around a little bit there. Alright, so that's how you fix this one. It's really important, if you want those 3 to be consistent in their x position, use one random number generator, use it in a variable. If you wanted them to be different, then obviously do it the way it was originally started out at. Okay? Alright, good luck with your coding, and good luck.